All right, listen up. I know you are in panic mode right now. You have left everything until the last minute, and now here you are desperately hoping that some random YouTube video is going to save your grade. We all have been there. Anxiety is creeping up on you, and guilt is hitting you like a freight train. The exam is looming, and you feel completely lost on how to save yourself from failure. You probably feel like an idiot for leaving things until the last second, but don't freak out. There's still hope. In this video, I'll show you just how you can even ace your test even if you've been slacking off and hadn't opened the books until the day before the exam. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Ridiculously simple techniques which even a procrastinator like you can handle are here. Believe me, these steps will have you golden. Let's jump right in. 8. Feed your brain correctly. First things first. If you're planning on cramming your way through this exam, you're going to have to fuel that brain right. Listen up, genius. You're what you eat, and right now you're probably feeding your brain junk. You need to be running on all cylinders if you're going to get through this. And no, energy drinks and chips aren't going to cut it. First things first, get yourself some green tea. If you've never had it, now's the time. Green tea has caffeine and L-theanine, which will keep you sharp without turning you into a nervous wreck. And if you're one of those people who hates tea, I don't know why you'd be that way. Get yourself some omega-3 capsules. These give you the same brain-boosting benefits as fatty fish, minus the whole cooking hassle. Ditch the junk food. Replace it with walnuts or almonds. These are packed with vitamin E, which is your brain's best friend during a last-minute cram session. Oh, and dark chocolate. Yes, I said it, dark chocolate. It boosts blood flow to the brain and helps you concentrate. So stop being an idiot, eat right, and fuel your brain for success. 7. Prioritize topics. Let's get real. You've got no time to waste, so stop trying to cover everything. Focus on what matters most. You need to prioritize your study topics, and you can do that with a simple matrix. Here's how. List out all your topics. Sort them into 4 categories: strengths, weaknesses, heavily tested, and lightly tested. Start with the study guides or syllabi that your teacher may have passed out. Those usually give an idea of what will be heavily tested. If not, the end of chapter summaries in the textbook are pure gold. Do not forget to check out old exams or practice tests. They repeat the same questions over and over. Once you determine what you will probably see on the exam, focus on your weaknesses first, especially the ones that are highly tested. Those are going to hurt you the most if you don't study them. Once you get those done, move on to lightly tested weaknesses. And if by some miracle you have more time, glance over your strengths. You won't be able to cover everything, so be strategic. 6. Use all your senses. You're not just going to watch YouTube videos and hope for the best. That's for amateurs. To really absorb the material, you need to use all your senses. Turn on those transcripts, speed up the playback, and start taking notes. Watching, hearing, and writing are 3 ways to reinforce the material. This multisensory overload tricks your brain into retaining more info in less time. Sit there like some sort of zombie, but take notes as if your life depended upon it. 5. Recite your notes out loud. Here's a hack. Take your notes and just start reciting them out loud like you were some kind of loon. Why? Your brain works differently when you hear your own voice. Those mental links just get stronger. If you have a roommate who suffers from insomnia, well, congratulations. You just found yourself a study buddy. Make them listen while you spout off everything you've crammed into your brain. Explaining things out loud forces you to really understand the material. And if you can teach it to someone else, you've mastered it. 4. Quizzes and flashcards. Reading through your notes again and again? That's passive learning and a waste of time. Active recall is the key. Quizzes and flashcards are your ace. They force your brain to think, which increases memory retention by up to 50%. If you don't have time to make flashcards, use a tool like Quizlet or let AI create custom cards for you. To kick things up a notch, set a ridiculous time limit for yourself. Race against the clock and let that panic drill the info into your brain. Time pressure is your friend here. 3. Spaced repetition. Here's a nerdy but effective trick. Spaced repetition. After you learn something, go back to it at intervals. Start reviewing it right after you learn it, then space out the reviews throughout the day. Morning, midday, and just before bed. Your brain loves it when you remind it of information at the right intervals. Even if you have only one day to cram, spaced repetition will help your brain retain the info you learned, so don't skip it. 2. Study right before bed. This might sound mad, but trust me, studying before bed is among the smartest things you could do. Your brain doesn't close down when you sleep. Instead, it takes in everything that you cram inside. According to a study from Nature Neuroscience, people who have studied before bed tend to remember material longer than those studying earlier in the day. Then instead of scrolling your phone mindlessly, use the time to review notes. Type out important points, formulas, or definitions. The brain is more involved in writing or typing than reading through them. Let your brain work overtime when you sleep and wake up knowing that. 1. Do a memory dump. As soon as the exam begins, don't go all in with your head straight. Take that first 5 minutes to have a memory dump. Write down every single formula, keyword, process, anything that you must remember on the back page of your exam paper. Why? For those times during the stressful essay questions, your brain is going to freeze. Having everything important down, you wouldn't need to scramble over there to find something. It's your cheat code. Don't skip that step. And that's it. Use these tips, and you'll be ready to crush your exam, even if you've left it until the last minute. If you like this video, share it with your procrastinator friend who's in the same boat, and drop a comment with your own cramming hacks. I bet you don't have any, but hey, you never know. See you in the next video, unless, of course, you forget. In that case, you are dumber than I thought.